Welcome back, traders and investors, to Benzinga's Pre-Market Prep, brought to you by MarketFi. I'm your co-host, Joel Alconin, and along with Brianna Valesky, and I have Mary Ryan on the line, and she is the manager and head of TD Ameritrade U. Mary, how you doing this morning?
I'm good. How are you guys? Happy earnings season.
Yeah,
Happy earnings season.
Yeah, that's a good one. I'm sure that's keeping you very, very busy here. But before we go in more to about TD Ameritrade and what they offer, could you tell us your background and experience in the markets?
Yeah, absolutely. So I've been with Thinkorswim for about 9 years now, and I've held a bunch of different roles. Used to work on the trade desk prior to moving into TD Ameritrade U, but I really, when I started here, really didn't have a background in markets or knew much about trading, but I just found options trading to be really magnetic. The energy around the office, I just really gravitated towards it. Turns out I was a closeted math nerd.
Okay, all right. And, I got a good question for you because one of our listeners in the chat, One More Shot, has been asking me about a good options book. And I know I have a couple at home, but I was just, besides going on to your platform and, getting exposure to the education they have to offer, is there a favorite book or publication that you think people could use to learn about options?
Yeah, actually my favorite one, I'm going to do a shameless plug, is the How to Thinkorswim book, which is what we created through the TD Ameritrade U program, which is available on the website. What we did is we took some of our existing content and we curated it to put it in an easier language to digest, to really go into options trading. It's just one of those things where it starts at the very basics, and we built it up from an understanding from the ground up versus talking down almost. Just a really great read.
So you could start out, if you don't even know the difference between a put and a call, that you could take you from the ground up and then take you into all those fancy theta, vega, delta, all those things?
All the Greeks, goes through all the technical analysis. My favorite part about the book is the first line. It starts with, what the heck is a stock anyways? And within 85 pages, you've gone through advanced option trading.
Right. And you don't necessarily have to have like a real mathematical background. I mean, I'm sure it helps, but I guess in this day and age, when I was down back on the floor, they had all their theoreticals, and they used to change them every hour. But the the Thinkorswim software really simplifies a lot of that for you, don't they?
It does, and that was one of the funny things back in the day when I was studying for my licenses. I was going through the books, and you're doing everything by hand, and you're doing all this math, and I'm just thinking, why do I need to know this? It's on the Thinkorswim platform. That's for you already.
You can't put that on the exam, though. That's a great point. So let's say...
Unfortunately, they don't let you use Thinkorswim when you're in there.
So maybe they don't let you take phones in there either. So let's say you read the book, and now you're thinking you get a TD Ameritrade or Thinkorswim account. How do you go about getting into the courses or what they have to offer?
Yeah, so the way that it works is a few years back we noticed that professors started adopting the TD Ameritrade technology and utilizing it in the classroom, and they were using it with delayed quotes, and there wasn't really any support or resources. So what we decided to do at TD Ameritrade, the trader product team, is build out a program, essentially a wrapper for professors to easily implement the TD Ameritrade technology within the classroom. So what TD Ameritrade U is essentially a website of an administrative suite of tools where professors can customize, the paper money demo accounts that the students are utilizing within the classroom. So professors are using their own content, their own curriculum, their textbooks. We do provide additional resources such as the How to Thinkorswim book, demos, webinars, any additional resources they need. But really, it's about the professors allowing them to teach it. We provide the technology, so that way all those theoreticals and all those theories the students are learning within the classroom, they can go ahead and apply it in a risk-free environment on the TD Ameritrade technology.
All right, so moving on to the markets, the hot topics here. Apple had earnings today. We noticed the straddles were going very expensive. Just tell us, what you think of the Apple earnings so far, and any Apple strategies that you were looking at, or that you saw a lot of customers going into. Just make some comments on that.
Yeah, so TD Ameritrade, Apple is the one stock that our customers trade the most. With all the market cap of the money they have invested in it, if you look at number two, number three, Apple is the most heavily held product and traded. My favorite thing that I read about Apple after this earnings, they announced that the amount of cash that they have, what was it, 194 billion.
Oh,
My
jeez.
favorite tidbit I read is they now have enough cash to buy every single team in the NFL, the NBA, the NHL, and the Major League Baseball, which is just amazing to me. And they can essentially afford to buy Google at this point.
Yeah, and we got. I mean, the straddles were going for like $7 here, and kind of a muted reaction so far.
I want to jump in. I also saw something that says, Apple has 194 billion in cash. It could buy Uber, Tesla, Twitter, Netflix, Dropbox, Snapchat, Airbnb, and SpaceX, and still have $30 billion left.
Oh,
To
enough
con-
to. Oh,
yeah,
wow.
to kind of complement what Mary said there.
Yeah, that's just remarkable.
It's crazy.
Do you find people? I mean, you mentioned Apple is the number one. I mean, do you see a pickup in the options activity? In the weeklies, are people getting it? Active in the weeklies, or a little bit too much volatility in those?
You know what? Our clients are very active investors, and especially around earnings season, we always see a pickup. But as far as not just options but stocks, our retail clients on any given day, it's a 10% of the volume that is traded on Apple. But of course, in earnings, we're always going to see an uptick. But no, our clients don't tend to shy away from the weeklies.
Yeah, the pretty good volatility. Well, you've been around a lot of different traders, newbies, and veterans. What are some of the common mistakes new option traders make?
The biggest thing that we find as when people are starting, sometimes they go a little too big. We really preach that when you're new to options trading, you really start small and to focus on the risk as well as the reward. Unfortunately, sometimes people look at options trading, the leverage, they tend to focus on more so the reward side and not the risk, which is why we teach a lot of spread trading and define your risk. So we really want to make sure people aren't looking at just the upside. There is a risk to options trading, so start small and, define your risk.
Okay, great advice from Mary Ryan. She's the manager of TD Ameritrade U. Thanks for joining us, Mary. We'd like to have you on again.
All right. Thanks, guys. Have a great day.